Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV as Hisn Kayfa, where we're going for the Saladin's Legacy achievement, in which we have to take a bunch of land from the Mamluks mostly and make our way down towards the Persian Gulf. And I think we've taken most of the other land around us that we require, but let's have a quick look at the awful interface that is this quest achievement interface. Wait, no, there we are, highlighting. Here in the north we have everything. We need to go, you see that, we need to go east and south into QQ, and we need to go south and west into a lot of Mamluk territory, and that's about it. We took a bunch of land from the Mamluks and Karaman in the last episode, just about as much as aggressive expansion would give us. Ugh. Even our friends the Ottomans don't like the amount of aggressive expansion we have. They're still our friends, they still like us. But I think we're gonna have to take some time off of annoying our neighbors for a bit. So, yeah. Some peaceful development, dealing with rebels, building our country, and then go back to war. I think that's kind of the plan. Now, in the beginning of the campaign, I sent a merchant to Astrakhan, simply because I had no place to actually put him where he would do anything. And steering trade anywhere improves your power in the home trade node. But we now have reach on the Basra node, so we should definitely move our Astrakhan merchant into Basra, so we can transfer trade from there into Aleppo. We're not that great at the moment at trading, because we give 30% of our trade power to the Ottomans to keep them kind of happy. But I'm sure we'll be able to deal with that in the future once we get rid of that aggressive expansion. Now QQ making claims on us. As long as the Ottomans defend us, I'm not super scared. I just hope they do. What else is going on here? We have actually a bunch of positive money thanks to subsidies from the Ottomans. I think that means I want to start building things, but we actually have acceptable building placements now. Not a lot, to be frank, but at least one, maybe two decent temples. So what I'm gonna do is maybe we collect a tiny bit more money first. To be frank, I like to have some money in the box before we do anything else. We could invest in military tech way ahead of time, so let's not do that. Would give us some innovativeness, but we actually have some of that, and it's not worth the cost. Quarantine the port and let them die. Yep, unfortunately. Goodbye, admin. Really need admin at the moment. But yeah, can't choose the other option really, ever. Sufi syncretism. We can move towards legalism, which I want. Give more loyalty to the Ulema, who are super loyal anyway. Lose missionary strength in Al Jazeera, but that's fine. Al Jazeera is just this province. We're not converting that at the moment anyway. That is fine, and we get an autonomy reduction, and that is good. Now, what are we doing? Move towards legalism, please. And where are we at? Oh, at 100, nice. 10% technology cost reduction, manpower bonuses don't matter, but the tech cost is nice. That said, I'm pretty sure there is an institution that's going around. It is kind of spreading. So... Does say embrace? No, it always just says present. But it's spreading through Naples here, through Aragon really quickly. So then it should be neighboring the Ottomans, and then the Ottomans should be grabbing it. I assume that just goes neighbor, right? Port of a country with a newer colonization, that doesn't matter, but nearby friendly province or neighboring province. So it's going to spread to the Ottomans, and then the Ottomans can give it to us. That's the plan. We may be able to take one more round of tax before the penalty gets too oppressive, but then we were going to wait on tacking. I'm not drilling here because of the Fatli separatists, who are not super scary at the moment. Really want to go drilling, but then again at 90% you can always get unlucky and have two ticks in the wrong direction. Age of Reformation, New Age. I keep forgetting what the age thingies are, so let's see what we need to do. Own all Iranian provinces. We're gonna have a look whether we can do that. Force converting a nation, converting provinces. We're slowly working on that. Humanists, we're actually working on that. So we're gonna get Humanist, we're going to get Unify, hopefully. Let's see what Iranian is. And then maybe Force Convert or something. I'm looking for culture, which is always in the last place I look. So let's look in the last place first. Iranian seems to be a lot, right? Yeah, all of these are... Whoa. Okay, maybe we're not unifying our culture anytime soon, or ever. That's a lot of Persian culture there. Should absolutely be using our diplomats. How are we doing on claims at the moment? We have a bunch of claims around us, even on the Ottomans, which we don't want. So, I mean, we could... I guess one of you can go and build spy network on QQ, and the other can go and improve relations with outraged countries. Maybe drop off that aggressive expansion a bit quicker. That would be nice. Also... let's look at these guys. Yeah, I thought so. You need 25 more. 25 is a bit difficult to do. You can do 20 with the general, and then you'll be unhappy though. Oh wait, this is not general, this is 25, right? 10 and 15, yeah. Excellent. And then demand. Ooh, do I even want to press this button? I should have thought about that before, because we are close to capping on military. What would we spend military power on? We could grab some more legitimacy, but that's not insane to do. Not insanely good to do, that is. Our ruler is relatively old. Our heir is also relatively old. Maybe we should do some military development. Also, where are we converting? So many things to do. Now that I start thinking about that, we're converting in our Raqqa, this place. And we have... Oh, it's in the Al Jazeera region. Whoops. Remember when I said I only have this province in the Al Jazeera region? It's a lie. I have a lot of provinces. Which means that my missionary strength here is bogus for a while. I'm gonna stop the diplomat missionary. He wasn't that far anyway. And then we can convert nowhere. What about Mush and Azrinkan? Why are you this negative? You still have recently? No? What do you have? Just non-accepted culture and being Coptic. So what about those cultures then? Could accept Turkish. Are you Turkish? No, you're Armenian. How do we get rid of these Copts? I mean, I can turn on the edict. But that gives us only a tiny, tiny boost, so we're gonna be a tiny bit of plus here. We're at minus 0.9 now, so we're plus 0.1. It's gonna take forever to do this. So we need more bonuses before we can do any conversion. Fine, fine. Could try to hire an advisor. You're not half price, are you? So I would be interested in a half price admin guy. Anyway, Olima, admin support I definitely want. 40%. So we need 35 more. So 25. So just press all the buttons. Anything dropping off? Yes. In 8 years, land theft tolerate is going to drop off. And then protected Dhimmi is also going to drop off. So we'd have to take a lot of land away from them at that time. I think I'm still going to do this. It's a bit risky. But this way I can get a bunch of admin from them. Keep them happy for a while. Merchants we still don't really have. And the Dhimmi, I could just ask them for money. which I probably should be doing. Yoink. Assuming we're not taking any tech soon. Whoops. I think we still have a couple of years to take tech, right? Yeah, I think it's fine. So, spending that military power. Still the question. Probably some development. Could go for a general. Do we have a good general at the moment? We're not planning on fighting anytime soon. I'm not going to go for a general here. I'm going to go for some military development. In hopefully a place that is cheap and does well with military development. Like Hisn Kayfa itself. Yeah, sure. Let's turn on the Encourage Development Edict. Encourage Development. And put some military power in there. And then tell our nobles that we really want their military power because we're so low. Help me. Here we go. Now the nobles aren't happy for a while, but that's fine. It's gonna be fine. Prestige still in the dumpster. Mamluks paid all foreign debt of Karaman. How dare they? I kinda want to go up to force limit. Yeah, let's do it. We have a mission we want to take at some point, which requires us to have max manpower essentially and be at full force limit. No, I'm still not taking the tech. So do we still have no provinces that are interesting for the burghers at all? Actually, we could give them Aleppo. Are you? You're even a center of trade. Give that to the merchants for sure. That means I can have the merchants have monopoly charters. Tank our prestige some more. That's fine. And then we need another 30. That's a bit too much. Low trade income. I wonder if that's gonna go away now that the burghers have this. I'm gonna watch this for a bit. Could see low trade income going away, maybe. Yep. Now we're at 52, and now... Wait. I'm still a bit away, or over. So if I had 20, that is not enough. Could I give you another province? I think there was another province. Yeah. This puts you to 65, and then we give you 20, and then that's great. Okay, so have Antioch. Build some holy hand grenades. And grant... No. Actually... Okay, let's go for a minister here, and then take away Antioch in a couple of years. Demand the Diplo support. Yoink. Alright. Alright. Now, back to the game. Building things. How much money do we need? Ooh, 2 base production in Aleppo. Nice. How much money do I want in my bank? Syria as a territory. Now, I currently don't want to make Syria into a state, really. But we should do that before we go to war with the Mamluks again. And how many states do we have? Can I just do this? It's not great. Probably fine. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this into state. I'd core it even. At the cost of more admin. Now some estate is unhappy. Of course, it's the emirs. Wine, 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 wine. I would like to give you something that makes you happy. This almost makes you happy. That's fine. There's gonna be some unrest for a bit, but we are already waiting for rebels here. I don't actually mind them spawning, so we can go back to drilling. There will be blood. Florence preparing to attack Milan. Not really something we care about at all. My general has died now. I guess I do grab another general. And he's not horrible. Fire focus is a bit... Yeah. Be better on the shock, but hey. I think at 200 ducats I can start building things. Wow, we have a lot of money now. Trade just jumped up with our improvement here. Obviously means that we're paying a lot more trade through the Ottomans, but hey. I wanted to do something nice, which was which was, yes, build things. Give me my high income mission, please. And then construct me that temple that I saw. Wait, was there a good temple? Temple. If you click on temple, you can actually find good temples. I wonder how that works. Oh, we can also build building. No, what's the other mission that's fulfilled? Oh, conquer new states. This just gives us state maintenance reduction and harsh treatment cost for 25 years. I guess I've just taken this. Assemble an army, I think it's 80,000 men, yeah. That's gonna be a while. Come on, rebels. Rise up or be cut down. Probably doesn't make sense to many of you, but hey. So I could still build boats. I am tempted actually to build boats. I have some sailors. I can't build a big fleet, but boats are money, and money is good. I like having money. Let's build some caravels. Like 2 for now. Or air dies. Lose prestige or stability. I will lose prestige. And I have a new heir, 322, which is the same sum of stats, a bit better spread than our last heir. Still bad. Age 0. That's a very young heir. And we got discovered in QQ. That's unfortunate. I will happily lose my claim on that. I didn't even want to claim on that. Since we discovered in QQ, might as well go to do some more outrage country improvement until we can go back to spying on QQ. Yeah, lost the Council against Ottomans, that's fine. I didn't even want their land in the first place. I'm still somewhat interested in these guys' land. They're still allied to Crimea and the Mamluks, which is impressive. So I'm not attacking them anytime soon, I don't think. Disaster is no longer taking up. That's nice. Lose some ducats. That's not nice, but fine. Timmy being disloyal is also just okay. I accept. Oh, we did pick up a bunch of guys here, right? So why don't we hire the half-price missionary strength guy so I can actually start converting some land. He is Coptic. That's funny. I'm gonna grab this Coptic advisor to then go and convert Coptic people in places. Like Mosh and Malatya. Let's go Malatya first. Go state, enforce religious unity. And then convert you in 41 months. Still a long time. But not that bad. Denmark attacking somebody. I don't really care. As long as they don't send their separatists to walk through my land again. Oh, it was noble rebels last time, right? Danish noble rebels on that trip. I will pick the increased tolerance of heretics here. Spend that admin. I think we still have some way to the cap for military. Yeah, we do. How much time on the tech? 3 more years. I hope by then the Dhimmi will be happy again. Not quite. May have to make them happy somehow. I don't want the penalty to tech cost. Gain ducats, lose autonomy in Aleppo, which would be great. Ulema against loyalty, merchants lose loyalty, but that's okay. Ulema gains influence, which is not really okay. Merchants gain influence is fine. So we'll have to start taking land away from the Ulema, and actually that would be another tick in the wrong direction. Because we have these 2 -10s that are gonna disappear soonish. That's 40% in territory. We can always just screw them over by taking all their land. It's fine. Do I want to do any development because the merchants are disloyal or less loyal? The answer is probably yes. So I was doing development in Hisn Kayfa, but unfortunately we are capped here on military. What about the other places around there? Development, sort by cost. Who wants military? Dija Barki. It's right next door and it likes military development. I'm gonna put a bunch in there. Because we have a development cost reduction from the merchants right now because they're over 60% loyalty. And once I hit this, they will still be over 60%, but only barely. So, yeah, I'm gonna hit this. And then we probably have to take away some land from the Ulema. To make them less rebellious, at least. I have a lot of land up here that really shouldn't be Ulema land anymore, like this place here. Yoink. And probably yoink. Well, Mush I still want to convert. So maybe I take Araka instead. But that's not quite enough. I'm going to take Mush anyway, I think. It's tempting. Yeah, I'm going to take Mush anyway for now. May have to give that back to the Ulema when we want to convert it. But it's still going to be wild for the conversion, right? So that's fine. How are we looking on our aggressive expansion? These are still numbers. I mean, yes, aggressive expansion is just a number, I know, but it's a big number at the moment. And Davazir attacking Hormuz. Sure. Davazir? Whatever. QQ rivaled me. Have I rivaled QQ? I have not. I have now. Oh, right, that was an issue with not being able to rival them anymore. We used to have them rivaled. Knowledge sharing. You guys have an embargo, please. QQ. Get out of my trade node. And we're embargoing 3 people, right? Right. Now, how's that institution doing? Is it spreading to the Ottomans yet? No, but close. It's almost coming out of Aragon and Naples here. Well, out of Naples into the Ottomans. And then we may just have to pay the Ottomans some of their own money in order to get the institution quicker. Go back to outrage country improvement. Merge. Go protect trade in Aleppo. And how are we doing in sailors? Using 2. So every boat seems to be using 1 sailor. So we can go up to 5 boats, but that's it. With the amount of sailors we have at the moment. I assume some of that ship trade power is also going to go to the Ottomans, unfortunately. Pyramids are safe. Excellent. Gain 10 prestige. Oh, I think there was this thing where we had to choose earlier, which was good at peacetime and not that good at wartime. How we protect caravans or something. Something like that. Gain prestige, I mean, kind of needed at the moment. Mantua shared maps with the Ottomans. That's kind of nice because that means we get maps sooner. Not that we really need the North Atlantic maps, but hey. Mantua's maps, even. Come on. So Radba is probably not good. It's probably going to be this Coptic zealots here in Ezrinkan that are going to rise up first. I'm going to move over there. Just going to turn on the fort in Djibak here. This way I'm protect against both of the rebel spawns. That is neat. When do we have to take this? 2 more years? Yes. Come on, Dimmy. Gain some loyalty here. I feel like, oh yes, lots of room for more army. I want it. Yeah, I mean we just have to go for it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna gain 5 instead of losing things. Thank you, ruler. Well done. Sometimes these events have options that only show up if your ruler has a specific trait, and because our ruler is, I don't know, probably because he's secretive, we got the bonus there. Got to choose an actual positive option instead of having to choose a negative one, which is obviously very nice. We're up to 22 force here. There will be blood, sure. I should be reading these. It's just that we so often get there will be blood messages for people we don't care about that I kind of just click through them. And there might be one that says, you're going to be attacked, and I'm just going to not see it. But hey, that's all part of the game. Come on, convert those heathens. Also give me my admin points. next year we want to take Dimi. How do I make Dimi happy? I mean, I could give them land, of course. They only take land that is not of my religion. Or I could do nothing. Oh, because they don't have any influence. Should have Scotland. This sounds like a poor basis for a religion. Scotland chooses to not have Anglicanism. I understand. Chooses ending here. But I think we're fine on any coalitions. Pretty sure we are. Lost the claim on Bayezid. So we kinda do have to go back to QQ. I'm gonna get this guy from Gazimuk back and start claiming QQ land again. And kicking out of diplomats must have expired by now. Let's build the spy network. What's with these rebels? Even the Coptic zealots are like, nah, you know. Just rather not go. Okay, so I want to take tech. I need the Dimi to be happy for that. The Dimi are going to take how long to be happy on their own? Basically 0.1 every month. So it's a year and a half-ish. That's a lot of time. If I were to give you a piece of land, though. If I were to give you mush. Can't convert mush as long as it's owned by the Dimi. Still do want to convert mush. At some point. We just wait. I'm gonna give this to the Dimi. And then take it away later. They're gonna be unhappy, but that's after we take tech, so that's gonna be fine then. Let's grab Reiter. And I think I'm also gonna take this Diplotech at an 18% penalty. And then the next tech will be after the institution. Upgrade our what? Cavalry and cannons, okay. What was I saying always here? The shock pip and the cannons doesn't really matter, so it'll give me a morale pip. Because they add like half the morale to the enemy units. They are my Coptics. So I'm gonna let them take, quote unquote, take as Rinken here. That's does that stop my, oh, it might stop my missionary. I may have made a mistake here. I hope it doesn't, but it might just do it. Wait, we're not missionaries in Esriken anyway. No, we're doing Malatya. It's all fine. Let's stand here in Ranpa. A lot of unrest in the Aleppo area, which I don't want, or 35 towards mysticism, which I also don't want. I mean, we're not going to take tech for a while. I think it's fine. It's probably just fine to go towards mysticism here. The unrest in the Aleppo area. I mean, Aleppo itself doesn't care. Antioch. The unrest is not horrible. Could probably just deal with it. For 10 years? What the hell. Subsidies expire. That's unfortunate for our money. And we lost another claim on QQ. Let's grab 10 less years of separatism. Excellent. That should probably handle the unrest. I don't know if that works retroactively. It'd be very nice if it did. It does. Nice. So that's the reason I didn't really care about the rebels. They couldn't take the land because of the fort in Djibouti here. They have to walk. Well, they took it, but they didn't give it any negative modifiers because of the fort. Then they're going to move to the fort, which is a Highlands fort, in which I can just crunch them. Crunch. And then I can just send 2 guys. 3 guys, fine. To take that land back and go back to Rabat to deal with the rebels there. Now we're losing money, but that's partially hopefully because of reinforcements. We're still losing money, even though we're no longer reinforcing. Ottomans, I would like those subsidies back if you don't mind. Let's turn off this fort. It'd be really nice if you could subsidize me again. You're kind of paying for my advisor. You were kind of paying for my advisor, now you're not anymore. 0.31 a month. Lose ducats. I don't want to lose ducats at the moment. So what are we paying a lot for? Fort maintenance, of course, because we have all these forts. Missionary, corruption is fine, army is expensive as it should be. We have a development edict on here in Kurdistan, which we don't need. Let's go to no edict. Edicts cost half in your capital area, but still they cost money. And we're not developing at the moment, so there's no point. What about those claims in... Yeah, next tick we can take a claim. When do these end though? Mosul I think has quite some while left on it, right? 29, 10 more years in Mosul, and in Bitlis it never expires. So we start taking claims again on... Erzurum seems nice, also gives us a border to Georgia. Whoops. Give me that. So we've rooted out all the separatists down here. And actually don't need the troops anymore. So we can go to Mush and then just drill in Mush. That's good. Nice, nice, nice. Truce to Karaman has ended. I would like to make use of that, but there's still a lot of aggressive expansion. A lot of aggressive expansion. So we're not going to go to war this episode. Partially because of aggressive expansion, partially because this is the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, why don't you like my video, subscribe to my channel, and if you have anything to say, do it down there in the comment section. Until then, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.